I had somebody that just said, what made Ronda Rousey such a bad striker in MMA? Didn't she knock people out? Okay, so I'll explain that as best I can. Ronda Rousey did things in women's MMA that not a lot of people in her division were doing. She was knocking women out cold. And for a while, she was the only woman in UFC that were putting people out cold. You would have a TKO is when the ref stops the fight, but the opponent isn't necessarily out cold. A KO is when they're out cold. For a while, it was just Rousey doing that. Cyborg wasn't even knocking people out cold. That being said, Ronda Rousey had a lot of natural power because her core strength was just unbelievable because of all the years of judo, high Olympic level judo she did. And a lot of times your legs, your ass, your core gives you your power. Ronda Rousey fell a little too in love with that power. She was training with Edmond Taverdian, who made her think she was the best striker in the world. She was not. She ran into a couple of girls who got caught, and she was better strikers than them, but she was not there technically. And if anybody ever saw my lead-up podcast to Holly Holm, I was like, man, this is going to be bad for Ronda Rousey on the feet because Holly Holm, elite-level striker. Amanda Nunes, elite-level striker, elite-level power. Ronda Rousey and really almost any trained MMA fighter is going to look really good on pads. They're going to look really good on the bag, and they're going to look really good in pro wrestling to an extent. There are some MMA fighters that have a real problem transitioning their strikes over to MMA. Ronda Rousey, or to pro wrestling. Ronda Rousey, Sonya Deville are not two of them. They throw great strikes, but that's in a nutshell the Ronda Rousey striking situation.